hello. Stormy, welcome in. I was supposed to have Kylo today, but he is not answering my messages, so I'm guessing he is asleep today. He was supposed to be here, but he is not. Therefore, it's just me again. How we all doing? How we all doing? Yeah, sleepy Kylo. Anywho, Season 6, Week 7. We have Fatal Frame. This is a game about taking pictures of ghosts. You take the pictures of the ghosts and it does damage to them, and then you defeat the ghosts with your camera. It's like I said before, it's Pokemon Snap, but you can die. So, we'll just bop on over to the rules page here. Hold on one second. Beep, 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 beep. There we go, much better. Pop over to the rules here. Fatal Frame, also called Project Zero. Season 6, Week 7, submitted by Garlips. Deadline here, 20th of August. We will be using the emulator PCSX2 for the PlayStation 2. Now, Garlips has made it very, 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 very clear that we need to carefully read through the rules on this one because they are tricky. So, first, about. Fatal Frame, known as Project Zero, or known as Zero in Japan and Project Zero in the European Union / AUS, meaning Australia, is a survival horror game and the first in a series that has seen releases from 2001 to 2021. Set in 1986, the first game focuses on Miku Hinasaki, who investigates the disappearance of her brother Mifuyu in the haunted Himuro Mansion. The ghosts are fought with a camera obscura, an antique camera that can capture them. The player shoots with different types of film, with some being stronger than others. The game was a slow burn, gaining momentum in the US / EU, where the Japanese films The Ring and The Grudge were becoming popular. Yeah, that sounds about right. Definitely has a very Ring Grudge vibe to it. Intro. The wheel wants desperation, the wheel demands panic. How about a game where to damage ghosts you have to look at them? Turning away could be Fatal Frame. Clever joke there. Jury's out. Jury's out on the joke there. Fatal Frame, or to call it by its less cool but more correct European Japanese name Project Zero, or Zero if it's Japanese, is a slice of classic PS2 survival horror. Expect devilish puzzles, resource management, and spooky enemies getting all up in your grill. As Miku, you use a weird old camera to keep ghosties at bay while you explore a haunted Japanese house in search of your brother Mifuyu. Can Miku solve the mysteries of Himuro Mansion and the grisly, I almost said girlishly, that'd be a very different game, and the grisly rituals that have taken place there over the years? Or will she die wetting herself as a ghost launches itself at you, the player, POV style? The game takes place over 4 acts. Taking progress simply as acts over time feels far too broad, as some of you whelps struggle with survival horror and may never make it out of Act 1, so we've anticipated your failure and planned for it. We will use mandatory ghost encounters to delineate submissions, and below is a list of them, which you can tick off as you play. The room the battle takes place in is listed to help identify them. If you are genuinely confused about your progress, you can always pop a save state at the end of your time and pass that to Garlips, who can ascertain where you fall on the list. So, big thing here, if you're confused about your progress, just ask Garlips. He'll help you out. Don't stress, fret about it too much. Just ask for help. The rules. Here's your scoring. Completed acts, over mini-bosses defeated in the furthest act, over deaths over time. So this is important here, as this is not cumulative, right? So you're not adding your Act 1 bosses to your Act 2 bosses to your Act 3 bosses. No, this is only the mini bosses defeated in your furthest act. Deaths, however, are cumulative between acts. Helpful information. Read the manual. Yes, we will. Please use the NTSC US copy of the game unless you have a real good reason. This ensures a level playing field, just in case there are differences. It's going to be fiddly. There's going to be a lot of timer pausing. So just be ready for it. If memory serves, I want to say it's L2 and R2 just aren't used at all in this game. Or maybe it's L1, R1, one of the top buttons. It just aren't used at all. So that would be a good way to, that would be a good shortcut key to set up to your pause and restart timer hotkeys. My daughter's singing, and it's very cute. Time starts on the Himuro/intro screen disappearing. You can pause the timer anytime there is a cutscene or FMV, and also when listening to tapes or reading files. Other menuing must be timed. This pausing allows you to enjoy the story without worrying about losing time on your submission. If you're abusing this trust to game the system, this will not be looked upon favorably. Saving is encouraged, but death is punished. So, if you're doing a video, you're reading anything, you know, there's plenty of documents and like notes and things to read and listen to. Just pause it, take in the story, and then just be very diligent about unpausing as well. I see in the past when there's been a lot of pausing and unpausing, it always seems to flub up somebody. So it's gonna happen. Just do your best and try to, you know, make it as correct as you can. The save points have an infinite supply of base level ammunition, so stock up. Yeah, I mean, I would probably get caught at least once. Don't beat yourself up too much about it. This one is, it's gonna be, this isn't a 100-meter dash, it's 100-meter hurdles. So yeah, the save points have an infinite supply of base level ammunition, so stock up. Your base level ammunition is just your basic regular film. And I remember that from testing. You get plenty of base level ammunition, plenty of film. You do get like super film, which is, you know, this game's equivalent of a shotgun or machine gun or something like that, but the regular pistol camera is plentiful. You can screw yourself by using your heals early game. So yeah, be careful about taking a ton of bad damage. I mean, that's kind of obvious for any game you play, but because you have a limited number of healing items, it's very helpful to stockpile early and try to carry them as late as possible. I think a big part of that then is also making sure that you are maximizing the use of your heals. You know, if you're at 95% health, maybe don't use a healing item. But if you're at 5%, that's probably a good time to use one. There are optional bosses in the Grand Hall. They don't count as progress, but there are helpful items there too and provide shortcuts later, so important. There is a problem with the game's final boss, where it can softlock. We highly doubt that even able strugglers will get there, but just in case, you are allowed to make one save state before the final boss in case this glitch happens. You'll know the glitch is happening if once you enter the camera viewfinder, you can no longer move. Make the save state in Act 4 in the Hellgate room before interacting with the central stone obelisk with red marks on it in front of the doorway. I mean, this is just kind of a just in case, but very unlikely anybody's going to hit this, except for someone who already speedruns the game. Now here is something important. There are some problems with ghost visualizing in PCSX2. So I would recommend just doing this configuration change before it becomes a problem. Just do it before you even start the game. Go to configuration, then video, then plugin settings, and then you have to change the part called renderer to direct 3D11 software and not hardware. I would go ahead and just do this before you start the game, and only then, if it has problems, revert it. But I would just go ahead and get ahead of it and just change it. So here's the ghost encounter list. The ghost encounters on this list should be mandatory to making progress in the game. You're not counting how many you've defeated total, but rather which one is the furthest in-game that you have defeated. So first night, the Strangling Ritual. You will fight 3 battles, 3 Ogatas in the Kimono Room, the Lamp Corridor in the Kimono Room again. The Man with Long Arms, the Walkway. Crawling Girl in the Doll Room. Broken Neck in the Cherry Atrium. I think that's as far as I got, was this guy. He was pissing me off. Tomoe Battle 1, Fish Tank Room. Tomoe Battle 2, Backyard. And Takamine in the Narukami Shrine. Okay. And we go on here further. I mean, it's not going to do any good for me to read this out. But use this to keep track of your progress. Go back and refer to it later. Well, that seems to be it for the rules. Alright. Let us take a peek then at the manual. It what? It what? Oh, yeah. This one looks like a nightmare to run unless you played it before. When I was testing it, Quantum, it didn't seem too bad. I mean, if you've played Pokemon Snap, it's kind of the same idea. Except that in Pokemon Snap, you're on rails, so you can't control where you're walking. In this one, you can control, so you can kind of, you know, backtrack while the stupid ghost is coming at you. I've held a camera before. I have a camera phone. It's not too bad, and I went through about halfway through Act 1, and it didn't seem too bad. Oh, okay. So you've seen it play. Okay, so you're at least familiar with how it kind of plays. Yeah, I kind of feel like unless you've played and beaten this game before, or you're a speedrunner, you're gonna be heavily hampered. This definitely seems like a game that is going to benefit previous play a lot more than other games. Alright, so let's take a look at the manual. 9 days have passed since Mafuyu, brother of Miku Hunasaki, has disappeared. It all began about a month ago. Media reported that famous novelist Junsei Takamine, we all know them, disappeared while gathering research for an upcoming novel. Mafuyu, an aspiring journalist, suspected that something was wrong. Why would his mentor simply vanish into thin air? Mafuyu decided to conduct a private search for his friend, with the investigation eventually leading to the grounds of a secluded mansion. The Himuro Mansion stands silent and imposing deep within the forest. It's said that years ago the mansion belonged to a powerful landowner who had absolute control over the area, but now it's a shadow of its former self, dilapidated and desolate. As Mafuyu searched the mansion, he found scraps of paper left by Junsei and his staff throughout the mansion. The writings recounted a number of ominous events that happened in the mansion's dark past. Eager to find additional clues within the mansion, Mafuyu rushed in and suddenly realized that he wasn't alone. Miku came to the mansion in search of her missing brother, but she had no idea what she was getting into. Ho ho ho, shorty, buzzing. Burn, sick burn.
Shorty's X to the burn ward. Shorty's X to the burn ward, please.
Get wrecked, Shorty's X. Alright, so we have here the PlayStation 2 home computer system. Here we have the controller. Yay, we love the controller. Here's the controls. Awesome. This section describes the controller configurations. There are 8 types, type A through H, of control configurations and options to choose from. Below is a description based on type A configurations. Now, allow me to get sidetracked just a moment here. I absolutely hate when games give you pre-configured control types. Allow me to set which button I want to do what. Don't make me scroll through and just find the one that is least painful. Let me do the configurations myself. I loathe it when they're pre-configured. Hate that. Yeah, Nightfire, the James Bond games are an absolute perfect example. Anyway, tangent aside. So you have the triangle button here. This is the basic basic control layout. Triangle button here, open menu or cancel menu. Square button to run. Start button to pause. Directional button to move your character or select a menu option. Obviously the analog button turns the analog on and off. You can also use the left stick to move your character. The right analog stick will change your flashlight direction. The X button will search, and the circle button will change you to Finder View, which brings your camera up. When in Finder View, use the L1 to use the bonus function. So you have like a spirit ability bonus function special move that you can use. R1 button to take a photograph, snap your picture. Triangle button is a 180-degree turnaround. This is something you need to know because some ghosts will pop up behind you. Welcome in, Garlips. Circle button to return to the play screen. So this is circle button's going to swap you in and out of Finder View. Square button will increase your Finder speed. And then X button will also take photograph. Right stick will move your player while you're in camera mode. Left stick will move the Finder, so that moves your camera, your targeting. And the directional button will also move your Finder. Now this is where I was saying earlier, L2 and R2 are not used. So a good idea might be to put your live split pause button hotkey onto one of these if you can. I would go with that. I have a message. Oh, it's in Wheel of Struggle. We'll read that later. I was wondering if it was Kylo. By the way, Kylo's asleep or something. He's not answering my messages. So he was supposed to be here and give me the details of someone who's actually played this game, give me that awesome experienced feedback, but instead he has decided to sleep. At least that's what I'm assuming he's doing. And it just now hit me that I need to move. Let's see here. Where's my chat box? There. We're gonna move chat box above Kylo. There we go. Much better. He's become the sleepy ghost. He is a warm and toasty cinnamon bun. Alright, so how to start the game? I mean, you go to the title screen, you hit new game. Boom, done. Easy as pie. Album mode, you can look at your saved photographs and edit your album. If you get some funny pictures of ghosts, I guess. I honestly don't really see the appeal, but maybe someone will. Let's see, start a new game, hit new game. If you're saving and coming back, hit load game. I imagine if you get a game over, you'll have to come back and use the load game function. So, save often. Let's see, use game start to start a new game. Use the options to change your control settings, or change your screen or music. Hey, Rafe, welcome in, buddy. Yep, reading the manual, trying to learn how to take pictures of ghosts. So, selecting game start in the start menu, and the opening sequence will begin. Object of the game: in order to find her missing brother, Miku must find clues to help solve the mystery of her brother's disappearance. Her brother's appearance. Why are you here? Things I wish I had actually read before I started. Oh, yeah. Yeah, reading the manual... I mean, reading the manual is just... It's just easy edge, you know? Just gives you that little edge. There are many evil spirits and ghosts awaiting you within the mansion. Your goal is to find Miku's missing brother Mafuyu. It will be necessary to battle with spirits and ghosts from time to time. Spirits can be attacked and damaged by taking photographs of them, using the camera and its special powers. The game ends when Miku's physical strength reaches 0 due to spirits attacks and other injuries she receives while exploring the mansion. Huh. So that's new to me. I mean, I obviously knew the ghosts can attack you. I wonder what other injuries means, though. Like, I wonder if there are ways to fall through the floor or something like that, or walk into a trap. That might be something to be careful about. I somehow overlooked the map for way longer than I should have. Ah, yeah. Yeah, we are definitely edging, Garlips. We are the prime edgers here. If the game is saved during exploration of the mansion, you can resume from the last saved location by returning to the title screen and selecting Load Game, like we said earlier. Photographs taken during the game will be lost if the game is not saved. Save your game. Field screen. Here's what will be shown on screen when exploring the mansion. You have your health bar. You have your filament. So this responds to spirits and clues. The closer Miku is to a clue, the stronger the filament will respond. The color of the filament will turn blue when a clue is nearby, and orange when a spirit is nearby. Oh, baby. Chat's getting a little too hot for me, giving me the vapors. Finder view screen. Here's what will be shown on screen when exploring the mansion. So you have the lock circle, which is, let's follow the line, beep, 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 right here in the middle. It is usually located in the center of the screen, but when a photograph of a spirit or a hint can be taken, the circle will respond and move to the center of the target. That's nice. Capture circle. This is the bigger circle. When taking a photograph, the spirit or clue must be inside this circle or the photograph will not expose it correctly. The capture circle will turn blue when the camera focuses on a spirit or hint. Also, the spirit charge will increase if a spirit is caught within the circle. Nice. Spirit HP meter, so this is your enemy's health bar. Shows the remaining life of spirits and ghosts. Your filament is right here in the middle. So this responds to spirits and clues. The closer Miku is to a clue, the stronger the filament will respond. The color of the filament will turn blue when a clue is nearby, and orange when a spirit is nearby. Bonus functions. Shows the bonus functions that can be used. Like I said, you can unlock bonus special moves that you can use a limited amount of. Spirit Stone. Shows the number of Spirit Stones in your inventory. Beep, 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 beep. Right here. If I remember right, Spirit Stones are what allows you to use your bonus functions. It's kind of like the currency you have to spend. I could be wrong, but I think that's what it was. Shows Miku's remaining physical strength. The physical strength meter, beep, 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 bing, like it always is, right here. Spirit power charge level. Shows the charge level of spirit power. Right here in the middle. So I believe, if I remember right, the spirit charge is how strong of an attack you're about to do. So you can like get it really charged up and hit them for a real strong attack. If I remember. But we'll probably get to that in the coming pages. And remaining film. Shows the number of remaining exposures in the current roll of film. Right here. 45. Okay. How to play. Basic gameplay. Battle against spirits. Encounters with spirits. The controller will vibrate and you will hear a distinct sound when a spirit is nearby. The filament will also turn orange and grow larger, depending if Miku is facing the spirit directly. Use these hints to determine the location of spirits. Charging your spirit power. When a spirit is within the capture circle, your spirit power will be charged. When there is no spirit within the capture circle, the spirit power will gradually be depleted. Yeah, I did remember right. Taking photographs of spirits. A photograph of a spirit can be taken when focusing on a spirit and the capture circle turns blue. When the shutter button is pressed, the spirit will receive damage corresponding to the amount of spirit power charged. Do we get a copy of Tobin's Spirit Guide? I'm afraid I don't get the reference. I'm sorry, Quantum, to let you down like that. Bonus functions. There are bonus functions locked away in the camera, which can help you when fighting spirits. This is the part I liked. You basically get experience points when you are busting ghosts, and then you can spend that to unlock different abilities or level up your camera. It's really cool. I like that. When the seal is broken, spirit stones can be used to take advantage of these features. Bonus functions can be used by pressing the L1 button in Finder mode. Whenever a bonus function is used, one spirit stone will be depleted. Bustin' does make me feel good. Bustin', 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 bustin'. Special bonus functions can only be used under certain conditions. You can upgrade your camera by unlocking the seal of the camera. This is done by using spirit points. These are your experience points, which accumulate every time you photograph a spirit. Yay! So you can upgrade the basic performance, like increasing the capture circle range, very handy. Increasing the max value, this will increase the maximum value of spirit power that can be charged. I am a ghost. Okay. Thank you, Garlips. Increase spirit charge speed. This increases the speed at which spirit power is charged. Hey, welcome in, Kramit. Okay. Man, it's been too long since I've seen that movie. Unlocking of bonus functions. This allows you to use the functions sealed within the camera. Examples: bonus function pressure. This pushes the spirit back. Bonus function slow. This slows down the movement of the spirit. That one sounds like it would have been really handy to have. There are many other sealed functions. Main menu. Main menu can be displayed by pressing the triangle button during the game. Use the left analog stick or directional buttons to choose different options and press the X button to select one. Press the triangle button to return to the game screen. This is exactly what we just described. Map screen. Something that Rafe should have paid attention to. A map depicting the rooms you have explored can be viewed by choosing Map in the main menu. Unexplored rooms will not be displayed. Left analog stick to move the map. X button to zoom in or zoom out. Triangle button to return the main menu. L1 and R1 to change the floors to be displayed. Once again, L2 and R2 not used anywhere. How to view the map screen. Yeah, cling to map. Yep, exactly. Cling to map. Love the map. And the map will love you. How to view the map screen. Oh, here we go. Miku's current location and direction. So your location, what direction you're facing. Map is also right on the menu. Oh, well that's handy. Doors that are locked by a key turn green when you obtain the key. So over here. Okay, so that one looks like it's red. That's handy though if it tells you what door your keys are going to. Location represented on the whole map, such as the current floor, etc. The only key I obtained was for the only locked door that I knew about, so I didn't exactly go running to the map to find out what key or what door my key went to. Name of the room highlighted by the cursor, the room at the center of the map, fireplace. Press when displayed to show other floor maps, so L1, R1. Doors that can be opened, green, represents save points. Oh, the little blue dot. Okay. Item screen. Displays a list of items Miku currently carries. You can use an item by selecting it and pressing the circle button. There are items that are not available in this screen. Photograph screen. You can view photographs taken during the game. Details of the selected photograph will be displayed at the bottom of the screen. Okay, so now this could be, maybe there's something here. How to view photograph data. The name of the spirit, items, etc. in the photograph. The date the photograph was taken, based off the PS2's internal clock, area, location the photograph was taken, enlarge. Let's see, you can enlarge a photograph by selecting it with the left analog stick or directional button pressing the X button. Maybe not. Manual's a long ass. Yeah, we're only halfway through the manual. Protected photos will not be deleted. Submenu will be displayed. Select to protect photograph or delete. You can have up to 24. That looks like it's just for fun. I'm not seeing any gameplay advantages to be obtained through it. I was wondering if maybe it'd be like, oh, this monster is weak when you take a picture at this time or something. But no, it's just cool pictures. Miku's camera has hidden features. The camera can be upgraded using the points accumulated when taking photographs of spirits during the game. File screen allows you to view notebooks and other documents found in the mansion. So here's where you're pausing your timer and reviewing your notes. Notebook allows you to view the diaries and notebooks you find in the mansion. The description of the document will be displayed at the bottom of the screen. When you select it, pressing the X button will display it in its entirety. Scraps. Displays scrap notes found in the mansion, such as old newspaper, faded scrolls, and ancient manuscripts. Photos. Allows you to view photographs taken or found in the mansion during the investigation. Correlation. The correlation of the people involved is filled in as the game progresses. Using the correlation, X, details of the person, L and R, select groups. Okay. So it's got like all the people that you encounter and stories you read about. Very cool, very cool. Options screen changes the game settings, such as the controller screen, music, etc. Okay, change settings will be saved when the game is saved, and those settings will be preserved in later games. So here's the 8 different control formats you can select from. I'm not going to go through them. You can review them on your own time, as it will be before your timer starts anyway. Vibration function, sound output, volume, brightness. Save/load saving game data. Pressing the X button at save points in the mansion will save the game data. Save the progress of your game by selecting save in the save point menu. Yeah. Photographs taken during gameplay will not be saved when saving the game data. To save, okay, so you have to manually put them in the album file before you shut the game down, or they will not be saved. Select your slot and push X. I mean, how? That's a lot of words for how to save. Selecting load game. Select load game from the title screen. Find your file. Hit the button. Don't tell them anything that's not in the manual, even if it should be. Yeah. Like I said earlier, Fuchsia, I got halfway through Act 1, so I have limited knowledge of what should be in here. Let's see. How to view the save data. Photograph. Yeah, so this is the information on your save file. Pretty self-explanatory. I'm not going to go through how to save photographs or the album screen. These are all pointless as far as the competition is concerned. If you want to do this on your own time, go right ahead. Wow. They really went in depth on the album. Like, for something that has zero effect on the story, has zero effect on the actual gameplay, right? They really give you a ton of options here. The manual lies in one instance, but I won't say where. Ooh, mysterious. You'll have to tell me afterwards, Fuchsia. Let's see. But yeah, I'm kind of surprised at how detailed and intricate the album system is. Again, it's just something that is entirely to the side. You know. All right, environment. The Himuro Mansion. A huge mansion stands beneath a mountain at the edge of a small, nameless village. It is said that long ago the mansion belonged to a powerful landowner who had absolute control over the entire area. The locals still talk about the Himuro family, referring to the many rumors and myths surrounding them. However, none of the townsfolk are willing to approach the mansion, which has now fallen into a state of disrepair. Miku Hinasaki. Miku is the main character of Fatal Frame. Her family has a history of people gifted with a special sixth sense. Like the rest of her family, Miku can see things that ordinary people cannot. Because of her special ability, Miku has had a difficult time maintaining friendships. Most people she encounters find her a little strange. Mafuyu, her brother, is the only one who accepts her for who she is. After all, he understands what she's going through. Here's Mafuyu Hinasaki. Mafuyu is Miku's brother. After the mysterious death of their parents, he is the only family Miku has left. Mafuyu visits the Himuro mansion in search of Takamine, a famous novelist, and his mentor who has disappeared. Mafuyu also has a sixth sense, and just like his mother, can seal a spirit's soul in a photograph with the special antique camera. I don't know if it's meant to be the Japanese-ified version of Matthew, but I can't unhear or see it. Oh, Matthew. Okay, that could be. You know, I hadn't made that connection. Matthew. Oh, yeah. Now you cursed me. I now have cursed knowledge. Miyuki Hinasaki. Miyuki is the mother of Miku and Mafuyu. Having her own keen spiritual sense, Miyuki, like her daughter Miku, spent her childhood as a social outcast. She was always very worried about the supernatural powers she may have passed down to her children. Before her mysterious death, a sickly Miyuki left her beloved antique camera to her children. Junsei Takamine. Takamine is a famous novelist and Mafu's mentor. Takamine not only gave him advice about his job, but also was a good friend. Formerly a best-selling novelist, Takamine had fallen on hard times professionally. Hoping to pen a new bestseller, he researches an ancient ritual performed by the Himuro family. Deciding that a more personal investigation is required, he journeys to the Himuro mansion, accompanied by his editor and assistant. Ever since then, no one has heard from them. Koji Ogata. Koji is Takamine's editor. He accompanied Takamine on his trip, hoping to gather materials for his own horror magazine. He has also gone missing. The last anybody heard from the three, Takamine, Koji, and Tomoe, was a report made by Koji to the editorial office. Tomoe Hirasaka. Tomoe is Takamine's assistant. She too has disappeared while visiting the Himuro mansion with Takamine and Koji. Much like Miku, Tomoe also has a sixth sense. Prior to their departure, she had an ominous premonition regarding the mansion, and now she too is missing. Item descriptions. Camera. This camera has the amazing ability to capture images that can't be seen by ordinary people. When used by a person of considerable spiritual power, the camera can even depict a soul in a photograph. The camera was left by Miku's mother, but nobody knows where she obtained it. Many of its functions are no longer working. Type 14 film. Type 14 film is very old and has low powers of spirit removal, perhaps because of its age. If I remember right, Type 14 is your basic ammo. Type 37, film used for snapshots. It has slightly higher powers of spirit removal than Type 14 film. This is your shotgun ammo. Herbal medicine. It replenishes Miku's physical strength. I don't remember if you get like different levels of herbal medicine. I think I only got just the one kind. And I want to say it's a full heal. I don't remember. I don't recall. Spirit Stone. A stone with hidden power that enables the camera's auxiliary functions. Abbreviations used in the game. PRT, projection. OBJ, object. CHARA, character. How to play, special techniques. When you are stuck in the game, there is a possibility that you may have missed a hint necessary to move on. When a hint is nearby, the controller will vibrate and the filament will turn blue. Also, when Miku notices something while she's walking, she'll face that direction. Use these hints and try searching the mansion for some more. It's one of those nice pieces of design there. Different film stock equals different caliber ammo. It's just neat. Yeah, it is a good touch. I think that's a great touch. When you encounter a fast-moving spirit, when you encounter a spirit that moves quickly or warps and it's hard to keep track of, remember to watch the filament to discern the spirit's location and use the high-speed movement function of the finder. Press the square button for quicker finder movement or the triangle button to quickly turn around to track the spirit. If you encounter a strong spirit, if you cannot defeat a spirit, use the camera's bonus functions. The camera has many sealed functions. Unlock these functions to enhance your skills in battle. Staff credits. This game supports backup functionality. Blah, blah, blah. Use your memory card. Vibration is another thing I wish I had read before I started. I usually turn vibrating off by default, so I missed some stuff early on. Yeah, I had vibrate on, and it was handy. So, unlucky Fuchsia, probably using keyboard. So yeah. Like I said, I played about halfway through. I don't have vibrate supported on emulators. Oof. It's two. That's a bummer. Um. Oh. Okay. Look at you, Fuchsia. Adapting to the situation. Well, way to go. The Bear Grylls of the wheel. Adapt, overcome, survive. Adapt, improvise, overcome. That's what it is. I played about halfway through Act 1 when I was testing this, and I did have a lot of fun. So I can't wait for this one to be over with so then I can play it all the way through. I want to play this one on my own time. I'm not usually big on survival horror, but this one just hits that nice tone of very unique to me that I would like to see this one through. Plus, I like the upgrade system. Upgrade system is a good hook for me. That usually gets me. I like it when numbers go up. Matthew thing. Can't reply direct on app. Effing say. PCSX2 1.60. I think 160 is what I have. So, speaking of PCSX 160, here's our setup. So you'll be going to PCSX2.net. Right there, latest stable. You can grab your download. Fatal Frame is going to look like this if you go to the website of Romantic CDs. This is the one you're looking for. And then when you have PCSX2 up, you're going to go to System and boot ISO full. Mentally, I pictured the word brother as brother, so it makes more sense. Hi, Decky. Welcome in, buddy. Caught us right as we're about to go to the prediction wheel. So, that is all I have for the step is implied. Oh, gotcha. I get you now, Kramit. I get you. I'm great, Decky. As I mentioned before, maybe you didn't catch it. I did try to get Kylo on stream today. We did have an agreement that this would be a good time for the two of us. And then when I messaged him, hey, you ready to go? I got no reply. So I'm assuming he is asleep in his nice big cinnamon roll bed. It is what it is. I mean, yeah, he's still getting over COVID, so if he needs his beauty rest, he can have it. That said, oh yeah, one thing that I was recommending to people, if you're coming in late here, if you can, try setting your L2 or R2 to your live split pause function, just because you're going to be pausing quite a bit for story reasons and reading and clips and FMVs and all that good stuff. Just do your best to stay diligent on starting it back up. So I think having it on L2 or R2, which are not used in the game at all, is a good way to have it easily accessible. And yeah, that's all I got. Select isn't used either. There you go. Yeah, that's another easy one to use then, would be select. Well, it did require some diligence. Start-stop hasn't been too bad. Yeah, I think if you mentally prepare for the start-stop before you start the game, it's a lot easier. But if you aren't, actively thinking about it and you just boot the game up, I'm just going to run through Fatal Frame, you're kind of setting yourself up to fall on those hurdles. And with that said, let's head over to the prediction wheel. Except when it puts you in a fight immediately after a cutscene. Yeah. I think having the start-stop button then on the controller, like you said, select or L2, R2 will help you a lot with that. You can hit it really fast and try to survive. All right. So, week 5's results, we had no matches, unfortunately. That was Tony Hawk. So let's see who we got. Oh, once again, I need to bring up my notepad. Type it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Brain prioritizes survival over timer. Well, in that case, just do your best to correct your timer. You know, nobody's perfect, and just do your best. Do what you can. Worst case, if you have a VOD or a recording, you can just look at the timer right then. Yeah, we haven't had a match yet. We're 5 weeks in. We haven't had a match yet, Garlips. This is rough. Just how big is Big Captain, and what is he the captain of? So as far as big, he's not as big as I am. He's a bit shorter than I am. As far as what is he the captain of? Probably the captain of weebs. He is a pretty big weeb. So, captain of anime. Ooh, my kind of guy, yeah. So yeah, Murasa is an anime character, I think, or maybe a Toho character. Again, big weeb. So he is my weeb of choice. Anywho, who's gonna win at Fatal Frame? Let's find out. Number 10. He is very unapologetically a weeb. He knows that's what he is, and he lives it to the fullest. My weeb of choice. 16-bit is predicted to be coming in at 10th place. Yeah, he's a good guy. Ninth place. Oh, that's 2 in a row predicted. Well, no, not 2 in a row. That was week 5. Never mind. Rafe coming in at 9th. Oh boy. Bit wielding a camera with a fight stick. Yeah, that's gonna be fun to watch. Thomas the Tank Wizard. Is finishing the game feasible for you? Is it your first time playing, Kramit? Am I saying that right, Kramit? Kramit? Kythius at 7. Mr. Rocket, 6. First time I can add phlegm on. Oh, Kramet. Yeah, I can do that. I can phlegm. I can phlegm with the rest of them. Wugga at 5th. Okay. Yeah, I think Carlos is going to take first on this one. Tater 84, yeah, right. Just kidding, love you, Tater. Yeah, right. You ain't coming in fourth. Mr. Quantum Player 1 at third. That'd be a huge third for you, buddy. Repressed ex-girlfriend memories kicking in. King of perimeters. Oh, yeah. If he secures every perimeter and still comes in third, that'd be amazing. Nerdy Fiona. All right. Coming in second. Is Fiona on the Clock Tower team, or is that just MB? I feel like she is. Pretty sure Jace is. Alright. That's our top 10. Alright, take care, Kramit. Have a good one. So, top 10 are 10th, 16-bit. Yeah, I don't know what happened to Garlips this week. He's, too much time secured in the perimeter and talking shit, I guess. Just absolutely pisses it away. Too bad. Okay. Yeah, I knew Jace was, and I was pretty sure Z was. I didn't think Fiona was. Schmumbler I didn't realize was. Yeah, this is a bummer, Garlips. You're letting me down. Rafe Gall at 9th, Tom the Wizard at 8th, Kythius at 7th, Stevens Rocket at 6th, Wolga at 5th, Tater at 4th, Quantum at 3rd, Fiona at 2, and Jace at 1st. Alright. Well, as we said, be diligent about your timer pausing and unpausing, especially the unpausing part. We always seem to remember to pause, but unpause is the one we always forget. If you have questions about your progress or where your submission is at, reach out to Garlips. He's happy to help you determine that. Otherwise, yeah, best of luck, everybody. Mario ends on Wednesday, so get your Marios jumping. Get those in. And hopefully we have Kylo back next week. With that said, I'll find somebody to raid. Who do we got? Thank you, Garlips. Who do we got that is online right now? Anybody from the wheel? Anybody? Nope. I don't see anybody on the wheel. Alright. Nobody on the wheel, so we won't raid. I'm not gonna bother. Alright. Have a great rest of your weekend, everybody. Best of luck on your submissions, and we'll catch you next week.